Welcome to The Elegant Life, where I share wisdom on how to live and manifest with feminine energy, confidence, and ease. And today we're going to be talking about how living from your feminine energy is absolutely the key to manifesting. And if these topics interest you, then please do go ahead and make sure you subscribe to this channel because I share wisdom about them every single Wednesday. So the first thing we need to do is to expand our understanding of exactly what abundance means. We've been really taught that abundance simply means money. But if you look at the definition of abundance, it just means more than enough of anything. And so abundance of money, absolutely, yes, you have more than enough to live the kind of life that your soul really wants to live. It also means you have an abundance of love and happy, fulfilling relationships in your life. If you have an abundance of self-love and self-confidence, you have more than enough. This is what abundance is. And how do we manifest more than enough of love and money and confidence and success? Let's dive deep into that and how it relates to the feminine, because for us females, this has been the missing link. The key to unlocking an abundance of anything is what we're going to talk about right now. Let's talk about you wanting to become successful in whatever it is you're doing. So you might work in the corporate world and you want to be successful at your job and maybe increase your rank or your position. You might own your own business and you want to earn more, help more people, whatever it is. Let's talk about this part now. Think about what it's going to take for you to do this. Let's say you're an author and the eyes are just not showing up enough on your book that you've self-published. So what do you need to make that maybe more abundantly viewed, appreciated, and purchased from people? Well, number one, you need to get more eyes on it, don't you? So how do you do that? Well, you have to make people aware of this book. Now, what's required of you to do that? Well, it's being confident enough in your work, in your book, and putting it out there on social media. For example, creating a page and saying, for all of you who are, let's say, I'm just going to say because I'm a total francophile and I love every book that's ever written about living in France and living in Paris. So let's say for all of you francophiles out there, I've just written a book about my experience of living in France, and I'd love for you to have a look at it. It's been getting wild reviews, and I'd love for you to experience that joy too. Or I'd love to share it with you too. Here's the link. Go do it now. Now, what does that take? That takes confidence. That takes knowing your value. That takes wanting to spread joy to the world. In order for that to happen, you need to be living from your feminine energies. As a woman, I'm not talking bravado. I'm not talking about, okay, I want to hit this many numbers of this many sales. That's very masculine. Your energy needs to come from, I want people to experience joy from this. So that's where you're going to be in your feminine. You coming to your social media post with that energy of, oh, I love this, I'm so excited. Everybody's going to feel that from you, and it's going to be intoxicating, and people are going to get excited with you and go check it out. That's something. Now, let's take another thing. You want an abundance of healthy relationships in your life. What is that going to take? You need to be open in your relationships. Open to allowing others to be themselves. You also need to be open to sharing what you require in a relationship, to know your value, to know your worth, and ask for it and know that you deserve it. Know that this is just who you are and what you need from a relationship, but also to support and allow the other person to be themselves as well. So you're open to that. You also need to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is something that is huge, but what a lot of women have is a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of feeling not good enough from a variety of reasons. And so they will seek validation from their partner, and they will stay very closed because they don't want to be vulnerable and they don't want to show how much they really care, and they don't want to get hurt. But in order to have healthy, positive relationships, you have to open up and you have to be vulnerable. So you see, anything in your life that you want an abundance of it's going to take you getting in touch with your feminine energy and really coming to those situations from that. Now, here's the next question. How do you do that, Erin? Well, that's something that you can go dive deeper into in my program, The Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence. I'll put the link for that below. But if I just give you a tip, think of all of the feminine energies that exist: vulnerability, softness, openness, kindness, flexibility, flow, nourishing, collaboration, playfulness. These are all attributes, and there's more, but how can you start being more of these in whatever area you want an abundance of? And I'm actually sure that you want an abundance of money, but also in healthy relationships and also in confidence and self-love. So how can you start owning your value, owning your worth? How can you bring more of that to your life? Because I promise you, when you show up in any situation, you could give me any situation that ever existed. And when you show up in your feminine energy, anything you do is going to be more successful and more abundant. Okay? So on that note, go make it an elegant week, and I will see you next time.